I find it so weird that we have these people in these positions that are so disingenuous about where they're coming from.
I hope you had a relaxing Labor Day. It was not a fun Labor Day weekend COVID-wise. The number of new cases is up more than 300% from a year ago. Dr. Fauci said that if hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy. We've still got a lot of pandimwits out there.
For example, this guy is the guy that has like a full body black face and had this very stupid apology that doesn't make sense or that he's empathetic about it.
Call Malone, look up in sky and say, what the hell going on up there?
This is the same person that has a bunch of videos how he keeps approaching women in a very unique way to get attention on YouTube or something like that.
I've stuffed something in my pants, and you're allowed to feel around on the outside of the pants. You have 10 seconds to then guess what is in my pants. You should use two hands. Two hands. You've done this before, haven't you? Maybe it would be easier if you put your mouth on it. You're gonna make a fine wife.
But this is the same person that has been put on a pedestal, and the only reason I believe he is on the pedestal is because he agrees with the information he's going to spew. And people believe everything he spews. And that's what I find weird. Because if you go in the comment section, I was surprised that so many people were agreeing with this. The idea that you're saying, you know what, if you're not freaking poked, then you don't have priority. And this is like a way of thinking. The amount of people on TikTok, the amount of people that you find in comment section or anything related to the poke, it would surprise you how many people, yeah, I hope you die. Mostly left-leaning, I hope you die, I hope you die, I hope you die, I hope you die. And they like kind of celebrated when somebody dies. Well, he didn't take the mask, and he died, well, he died, and now his family died. I'm like, dude, he already passed away. Why are you keep mentioning? You're not gonna convince people by being like them, and it surprises me. It's like Nazi. Well, they're a Jew, they took all our business, we were very poor. Well, I guess we need to send it to the camp because their existence is keeping me poor. Justifying it like that. We're going in that direction. Look at Australia. They have like this weird encampment for COVID people. And they're like, well, they're having a chill moment there.
It's time for the politics to end. The facility will be built. It will be a purpose-built facility.
Paid for by Toowoomba's Wagner family and run by the state government.
This could have been built by now. I mean, we've got to get on with this. It is a race.
For months, the Premier has been at loggerheads with the Prime Minister over the facility, the federal government insisting it doesn't meet the COVID guidelines. Of most concern, the strain on Toowoomba Hospital. An influx of COVID patients would cause it to burst at the seams.
We will transport them to the COVID-equipped hospitals in Brisbane.
The federal government has already agreed to fund a similar facility in Pinkenba.
They can just chill there. We're just locking them up. But don't worry, it's okay. That's normal. That's where we're going. Well, I hope people kind of wake up, but I find it stupid. I remember as a kid, I actually thought about this. I told my father, Pa, if the health system have to help all of these people, right? And that's why we are on short supply of medicine, on Curacao and everything. Like all these fat people, all the people that smoke. Why are we healing criminals? I actually thought like that as a kid because I was naive and thought, hey man, it's not fair that I'm following the rules and they keep taking the resource because they're selfish. And my father said, that's how the system is. And for the people that don't remember, you remember when Frodo was talking about we need to kill the guy that was following us, and then Gandalf was like, you shouldn't decide that. You're not the one responsible for the life of that weird goblin possessed by the ring, and he wants to steal it back.
Bilbo didn't kill him when he had the chance.
Pity. It was pity that stayed Bilbo's hand. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo? Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends.
There's a reason there was that message in movie. And now you have this guy saying like, you know what? If you didn't get the poke, die, you don't have priority. And it might come there one of these days. I'm not gonna lie. But when you say like, we need to protect the poked people from the non-poked people, how far would you go? What is the normal thing? Especially right now when we're in a situation where the chupacabra is more infected. At least that's the only thing I'm 100% sure compared to the previous version. It's more infected, but it seems it's not killing as many people. That's what I deduct from the stats from your page. And people might say, yeah, because most people are poking. That I do agree, but I don't even know the amount of people that are passing away, how old they are. Are they poked? Is it a breakthrough craze? Because there's a difference between people that had the previous or ever had the chupacabra and then they vaccinated, and those that just vaccinated. When they get it for the first time, it seems it kind of hits you still hard, because people with chupacabra version in their bloodstream with the defense and the poke, they seem to be stronger, right? There's so many things. We don't understand what it is. We don't even understand the effect. But the idea that somebody can decide like, you know what? Let's see, who are we gonna choose? They were already doing it already in the beginning. They were choosing like people they might save in Spain. Like between the young and the old people. They're like, hey man, young man, you're still young. Your genes might work. We're gonna help the old people. I know it sucks. I'm not saying it cannot happen. But it does surprise me what the heck is happening in total. Because that medicine that he's complaining about, you know that is not true. It's not a horse dewormer. It has so many useful things. The video that I uploaded about the doctor, the MD, that was talking like, it's not that one thing that cures you. There are many things.
Was to do a very small study. Oh, we studied 200 patients and we used ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and it didn't work. That's like cancer and picking one drug and saying, oh, it doesn't reduce cancer mortality. We never do that in cancer. We never did that in AIDS. We don't do it in hepatitis C. What we look for is signals of benefit and acceptable safety, and then we combine them. And that's all we've done. So, but this independent declaration, drug by drug, that drugs don't work, has been, and that's on us. That's been our medical house. That's been a giant error that we've made on our side. We never should have expected single drugs to reduce mortality, but drugs in combination against a fatal viral infection, we should have.
He uses a whole package, but everybody goes in one thing. Joe Rogan that made the video that he took a bunch of stuff, they focus on one thing. That thing is bad. You're bad. I'm like, dude, if he could pay for it because he has the money, because the government is hiding it, but he with his money could, hey man, open the channel. I need this. I'll pay you extra money. Hey, whose fault is that? Is it his fault or is it the government? It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna get the poke very soon. Why? Because I'm gonna fly. I need to fly. The only reason I am not flying right now is because it seems I have an issue with my leg. My blood is not streaming correctly because I've been sitting too much and I've been working from home. This world freaking chupacabra made me sit so much that I messed up my butt and my bloodstream in my body. And now it might not even be safe because here they have Johnson, a lot of Johnson, and Pfizer and Moderna, and my wife has a family member that took the Johnson and it messed up her leg, and for a few weeks or something she could not walk. It was horrible. I don't want to have that experience. And now that my feet is kind of paralyzed, my waist also a little for sitting too much, now I have to walk every day. Imagine they come up with a rule like you're not allowed to walk outside anymore. What do I have to do? Guys, you see how horrible this thing is? It's like one thing is stacking over another. One. And even worse, this weird woman from Australia made an accidental...
Daniel Andrews has announced that Victoria's lockdown will be extended until 2070 of the state. Until 20... Sorry, no, it won't. It will not. Take the lead back to the beginning. Take the lead back to...
Comment, was it an accidental comment? Because if that is the truth, the way she just suggested it, it's going to be here even when I die. It kind of sucks. Well, if I have to be honest, I'm going to have to get the poke because I have to fly. I have to meet certain friends. and I don't want to get locked up in any weird hotel situation, and that's it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing, because I just think it's very unfair that somebody can make such a suggestion. Because when I suggested to a lady, very left-leaning, like, hey man, if you're so afraid of it, you should live inside of your house, she got so pissed after. What? Do you want my mother to live forever in my house? I'm like, no, I find it unfair for her because she's immune. He has an immune issue. I understand her. But then it was like, but she also can't go to any job right now because if she can't get the poke, then she can't work. Are you going to complain at the government for that too? It's like you complain about one thing, but then you don't realize the government is locking your mom anyway inside because she can't get any normal job. Is that okay? And now that all the money for giving people benefits and everything has expired, so there's no more stimulus check. Dude, this is going in a very horrible way. I don't know where it's going. I'm just gonna get my poke once my legs is fixed again, that I can walk like a normal person. And I hope there are less Jimmy Kimmels out there. Because if it keeps going and more people keep agreeing with him, dude, I will guarantee you, remember this day, something very bad is gonna happen to many people that don't have the poke. Whew. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this one. Remember to like, share, and all those stuff, and subscribe. Whew, what happened there? And hey, see you guys next time. Peace.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam turloqueta verdeta welcome. Den vida mi a tu iniciativa, padre ku indica e também que sung sativa. Te ainda no que acepta ku eta medicina Bob di nang di eta causa rebeldia. Cooking, ainda sa kimi kemen.